Hi guys, it's another beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dextersworld channel.
I may be falling, but I am alive. It may be over, but I touch the sky.
Today's video, I'm going to report to you some good news and bad news. Well, we will tackle first the bad news. When we transferred our chicken here in this breeding coop, some of the hens suffered heat stroke and actually they died. And it was so painful because these hens are one of the most beautiful hens that I have spotted. But we addressed the issue immediately because we placed these banana trees in front of this chicken coop. Well, we did a lot for this because early in the morning we get some bananas right there at home and we brought that here, which is at a distance of 8 kilometers. There is really a good ground if we will build our chicken coop from east to west like this one, because it will have almost the same humidity all throughout the day. Well, I made a mistake in designing this chicken coop. I would admit that. And I promise you that I'm going to share with you the ups and downs of this farm so that we will learn together and we will learn from our mistakes. Well, there is no perfect farm, and it's my principle that if we will commit mistake, we will record it and learn from our mistakes. And this is my principle in my everyday life. We can learn from our mistakes. Now the good news are so many. We have started actually renovating our rabbit hutch. As you can see, this rabbit hutch before, which is actually made of concrete hollow blocks, are just rough, but then we have smoothened this one. We did a lot of finishing touches, and of course we also made some of this cages that is made out of the welded wire. And another good news is that we were able to make a concrete pathway in front of our breeding pen. Come on, let's go and we will examine very closely the actual situation now of our breeding pen. Come on. So guys, you will see now that we have already made concrete this pathway. I really made this one for us to have an easy access to our breeding pen. Each of these pen now are already occupied by one rooster and 4 or 5 wives. Before we put all these breeders, we introduced some vitamins. These were injectable vitamins and we gave them a bath. So we have here 1 rooster and 5 hens. And this rooster is very lucky because, as what I have said in my previous videos, he has 5 legs actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they have adjusted to this place. And in fact, they have already laid their eggs. So this time is the time for them to lay eggs. Well, we cannot disturb them because as you can see, that hen, this hen now is looking for a good place where to lay her eggs. So we will not disturb them. Actually, if we will see this second pen, the condition is very similar. You see this one? We have 1 rooster, big rooster, and this 5 wives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you look at that hen over there. This hen is about to lay her eggs now. So if you will examine all this breeding pen, this breeding pen is actually doing good. Well, aside from the issue of this humidity during noontime, this breeding pen is really working good for us. And this hen have adjusted this environment. So you see that? Yesterday we were able to gather many eggs from here. And I am quite sure that how many days from now, these eggs are now ready to be hatched in the incubator. So guys, these are the banana trees that we have planted. If we can count them, we can count 10 banana trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And few days from now, I am very hopeful that these banana trees will grow and their leaves will flourish, and it will also give us some fruits. And they will help this farm covering or shading this breeding pen during 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, of course, we have this temporary tarp as our shield against the heat of the sun. But in due time, I am very hopeful that we can remove this one and we will just use this banana trees as our shield or cover during the 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where the heat of the sun is really affecting this breeding pen. So guys, these are the 15 chicks that I have mentioned, and you will see that these chicks are actually active and they are big. These are the chicks that were produced by this hen, but this hen were not conditioned. I'm really aiming to condition them with, of course, the breeder pellet. We will change the diet and we will give some vitamins before we're gonna hatch this in the incubator. I went to the commercial incubator and tried my luck and hatched these 30 pieces of eggs. And of course, the 15 were spoiled, but the 15 eggs were hatched. And they are here. So this is a good indication now that these breeders are really very easy to propagate and multiply. That's why I said I'm envisioning to have some 3,000 layers for this farm. Because if I will be able to produce that, that's a very good business. So guys, our dream to build a good hatch for our rabbit is really becoming to a realization, because you will see that we are actually now doing some finishing touches, and each of this will have, of course, many divisions, and I intended to use this ground for the pregnant does that will deliver their kids. And this is a trial and error, because I really would like to try this method, because as what I have observed, all those rabbits that are born on the ground are more active and lesser to contaminate disease compared to those that are just born in elevated cages. So this is a trial and error, and this is my promise to you guys that we are going to tell you about the do's and don'ts and the pros and cons and the achievements and the failures of this farm. We will learn this together as what I have promised. That's why I said that we will do this together and we will make this farm as our role model. So that is why I am always encouraging you guys, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe so that you will be notified of our future uploads.
My mother told me, don't sit here waiting for a sign.
So guys, no amount of words can describe the joy that I am feeling every time I'm going to feed these animals. And this is already in preparation for my future retirement. Well, I'm in the government service, and there is a bill now that is pending that 55 years old government employees can already avail the early retirement. So that's gonna be 5 years from now, and I am preparing this for that big event that will happen in my life. Well, I am dreaming of spending my retirement age, maybe from 55 until the rest of my life, doing this farm thing. And of course, I would like to make an advance information also that we are just waiting for a good water system by means of purchasing this water pump, and we will integrate our fish farming here, right here in this farm. So that's our goal for this year. Hopefully we can accomplish that. There are many things that I have learned in raising this turkey. Well, these turkey are hardy, but their poults are really very sensitive. That is why I have learned that when you have a day-old poult, we have really to secure that in a place where no mosquitoes could bite, because they are really very susceptible of this malaria that is caused by the mosquito bites. And also, I have experienced them suffered this fowl pox disease that is caused by the mosquito bites. So these are the virus that these mosquitoes are carrying, and the moment they're gonna bite this very vulnerable chicks, they will certainly die. So what I did was to secure them, especially during nighttime, to secure them in a place where no mosquitoes could bite. So actually we already have more than 60 turkey. We just started this with 5 hens and 1 gobbler, and you look at them now, they're already multiplying. And actually I also have suffered some failure when I started hatching these turkeys. But one tip that I can give you, if you are just a beginner in this turkey farming, well, the only tip that I can give you is to secure their poults, especially during the night. And also, we are going to raise them in a place where there are grasses. If you will raise this in an open field, they will easily get sick. That's my experience. And when I transfer them here, I enclose this property more than maybe around 150 to 200 square meters. I observe that they are really growing fast and they are very active, and none of them contracted disease. So my conclusion is, for us to become successful in turkey farming, we will give extra care and attention to our poults. Well, no problem about the bigger ones, the adult ones, because they are really very hardy. What I like about this turkey is they have a very good meat. And many of you from the Western countries, like in the United States, can attest to that. Because I know that our brothers in America are really eating the meat of the turkeys. So guys, this is Beverly, and they are also pellet eater. They eat a lot. If you will fill this container with pellet, they can just easily consume this in just a matter of minutes. These goats really are voracious eaters. So Beverly is eagerly waiting for her husband to arrive, but of course they will share husband with Annalisa. And I don't know what's gonna be the name of that male goat that is going to be added in this farm. Annalisa, come here. Come here. You eat some pellet. Come on. You share with Beverly. These goats will really multiply soon, and that's my dream. And as soon as we can finish the construction of our goat house, that's gonna be the time that we will enjoy seeing their goats. And I would really love to see their babies in the future. Come on, Annalisa, eat.
Innovation
don't you know that we also have started our plantation with this cassava? As you can see at my back, these are our cassava that we have planted just how many weeks ago. And you will see that they're growing fat and they are very healthy. Well, maybe you will ask, Dexter, what's the secret? Well, we use this chicken dung mixed with rice hull as our fertilizers. And you will see also this malunggay tree. This is commonly called malunggay here in our place. In Visaya, we call this kalamungay. But it's a moringa vegetables that we are actually using as medicines. And we already have proven this because I am a kalamungay eater also, and it gives us good health. It will free us from cholesterol, this kind of vegetables. Of course, we can mix this with the fish and even this chicken. And you also see that we have here sweet potatoes. And these sweet potatoes are creepers actually, and you can find their fruits underneath the ground. When I was a kid, I was actually helping my father with this kind of farming, this sweet potato plantation. During harvest time, we as kids are really enjoying helping our father finding some sweet potatoes underneath the ground. And guys, our tomatoes are also growing. In fact, they already have some fruits and they are very green. Well, few weeks from now, they will become ripe and ready for harvest. And you will see that they are just being planted inside this sack of cement. Well, these are the empty sacks that we placed some rice hull with chicken dung, and of course we also use cow dung and soil. And you will see that they are also very effective. No other fertilizer that were used except the organic one. And you will see that they already have some fruits. They're very green, but in the future, maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, we're gonna be able to harvest this ripe, very fresh tomatoes right from here. And guys, our infirmary cage is doing great also. Well, weeks ago, we were able to spot some sickly and very weak chicks, and we used this cage as our infirmary, and they were actually segregated to prevent them from contaminating their disease to other chicken. And actually they are here and they're already very active. You look at these chicks of the bantam, they look good already because we have introduced some vitamins and of course these medicines that they needed. So it's really very important also to have a separate cage for your infirmary in case some of the pets will get sick. Come on, you eat. You know guys, these are the first batch of our hats of this turkey, and that is why I've learned from them, because some of them died. Actually, maybe I think 4 of them died because of this smallpox and this malaria that is caused by the mosquitoes. That is why I was really able to conclude that the success of this turkey farming largely depend on the kind of attention that we give them. We will secure them from the mosquito bites, especially during nighttime. So this is the thing that we can share with you so far, guys. Actually, our papayas have also bear much fruit. One of our viewers said, you know, Dexter, you are not a farmer, you're only a rancher because you don't even plant vegetables and some other crops. But with this development right now, I hope that I can be qualified now to be called a farmer, because that's our intention, really, to have an integrated farming. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you will continue to like and share our videos. And if you are encouraged, please do a comment in the comment section, and I will be very glad to read all your comments. And actually, I am inspired by your comments. And if you are new, please subscribe so that you will be notified of our regular uploads. We are actually uploading videos every 3 or 4 days. And if you will subscribe, you will be abreast of our uploads only here at Dextersworld.
There's a